Why is it that two students can be in the same JAMB tutorial center, but at the end of the day, one of them is scoring 300 and the other one is scoring less than 200? A lot of people have been asking this particular question, but there's something I will tell you, and that is known as the psychology of scoring up to 300 plus in JAMB. You have watched a lot of videos and you get to find out that they are not actually talking about why will someone fail, and what can I do to avoid this failure. That is the exact thing I'm going to share with you in this video. My name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level student in the University of Calabar studying medical and science, and in my channel I help students level up their academic game. I share food tips on the channel focusing on personal development. So if you love content like this, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this, and so that you can help me grow. And just like I've said, I'm going to share with you psychology of scoring 300 plus in JAMB. So you have to think like a genius. Why is it that some people fail JAMB? A lot of people fail JAMB because of lots of reasons, and I will not want to talk about the lot of reasons. Some people fail JAMB because they just believe that JAMB is all about reading your textbook. Yes, they just read textbook. It doesn't work that way. You read your textbook, you score 200, 250. But why is it that someone again will still read textbook and score 300 plus? That is the question you are supposed to ask yourself. So in this particular video, I'm just going to share with you how to score high up to 300 plus in your JAMB exam. First of all is that you have to focus on getting your JAMB syllabus. After getting your JAMB syllabus, you have to check that. You have to find out that it's not just by reading this textbook. There are some recommended textbook that you are supposed to follow on, even though you are reading chemistry. It's not all chemistry textbook that JAMB recommends. So you have to get the recommended textbook. And after that, as someone that really wants to score high in JAMB, focus on high yield topics. Focus on topics that are very, very important. If you check my subsequent videos, I've dropped a video on essential JAMB topics for chemistry. I've dropped essential JAMB topics for physics. I've dropped essential JAMB topics for biology. So these topics are known as high yield topics. And why do we classify them as high yield topics? It's because of working with our JAMB past question. You have got to find out that these topics will recur every year, and the JAMB, that is to tell you that if they recur every year, that means JAMB really love these topics, and these topics are essential topics. Topics like reactions, chemical reactions, topics like thermochemistry, topics like organic chemistry, topics like chemical bonding, etc. Periodic tables, etc. These are to tell you that these are high yield topics. So as someone that wants to score high in JAMB, focus on high yield topics. Also, you have to study smart, not just hard. Those genius or those people we look up to, get to find out that when you ask them, like a particular girl that scored high in JAMB was in 2023, when she was interviewed, the girl, she's from a deeper life school, yes. So when she was interviewed, you got to find out that she was actually reading, she was actually studying, but she wasn't studying that hard as per se. But I'm not saying that hard work is to be neglected, because it is hard work that will give rise to smart work. So this girl was studying, but at the end of the day, she said she discovered a particular method she applied, and that is known as the active learning technique. So as someone who wants to score high in JAMB, or want to understand the psychology of scoring high in JAMB, you must be able to imbibe the active learning technique. So the active learning technique is simply not just study because I want to study chemistry, I get to open my chemistry and start studying. It doesn't work that way. It's not just by studying your chemistry textbook. It is by studying and understanding it. It's not how long you study, it is you understanding the concept. So one of the active learning techniques she started doing was known as the spaced repetition. So the spaced repetition is simply spreading out your study time. That means you can read chemistry on Monday, you space out Tuesday, then on Wednesday you go back for it to see how you can review what you have read or what you have studied. Then on Friday you can see how you can quiz yourself on this. That is known as the spaced repetition. So I'm going to show you how you can be able to quiz yourself on what you have just learned in order to score high for your JAMB exam. So after that, we also have the Pomodoro technique. So the Pomodoro technique is when you are studying for long hours. She was actually studying for long hours, 6 to 8 hours daily. So when you are studying for long hours, what you simply do is that instead of just sitting down to read, when you do like that, you get to find out that you will feel tense. So in order to ease this pressure, what you simply do is after studying for some time, let's say for every 1 hour, you study for 15 minutes and you have a 10-minute break and you come back for your studies and stuff like that. You get to find that it's going to actually ease the pressure that you are going to face of sitting down to study straight for 6 hours. So that is known as the Pomodoro technique. Study in short focused blocks. You also have the active recall. So the active recall is when you just finish studying, you don't just close the book and say you are through. You close the book and see how you can quiz yourself, ask yourself questions. You also have the flashcards. The flashcard is writing the questions one side and putting the definition on the other side. That is known as a flashcard. So like I said, that the girl in Bible smart work, she was reading and doing the space rotation where you read on Monday, review on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and quiz yourself on Friday. What you simply need to do is to use your JAMB pass question. As someone that is preparing to score high in JAMB, you must get your JAMB pass question. And in order to get the JAMB pass question, you can get it online or you can even get hard copy, just like I did. You can check my videos. I talked about how you can be able to use your JAMB pass question, but if you are yet to watch that video, I'm going to just give you a snippet of how you can go about it. So as someone that is preparing for JAMB, you must at least study from 2015 to the current year you want to write your JAMB, to the last year, like the last current year that you want to write your JAMB exam. Study at least 10 years, 15 years if possible. And how to get this is that instead of just looking at the answer and looking at the questions, get a piece of paper, write down, number it down, get this JAMB question and try to answer it. When you finish, mark yourself, score yourself, assess yourself. Anyone that you fail, take the particular question to your textbook and see how you can be able to see what made you to fail. That is how you can also be able to use your JAMB pass question and score high in your JAMB exam. So this is just the psychology of scoring high in JAMB exam. You don't have to be afraid of JAMB actually. But when you do things like this, using your JAMB syllabus, recommended textbook, active learning technique, and your past question, there's no how you will not be able to score up to 300 plus in your JAMB technique. Drop it in the comment section. Which of these tips you have done? Do you have your past question? Is it soft copy that is online or is it hard copy? Drop it in the comment section, and also tell me, have you tried testing yourself with JAMB past question to see how far you have gone, and when the ones that you fail, how were you able to correct yourself? Were you just going to the textbook only to read, or you went back after the textbook, still went back to the past question to see how you can be able to assess yourself? And lastly, drop it in the comment section your dream JAMB score. And if you love this video, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button, share this video to your friends so they can come here and get value, and in turn I'll feel motivated to continue dropping videos like this. Your dream is very, very valid. And until I see you in my next video, you may always remember that you're wonderful, always remember that you're unique, and always remember that you're a pace setter. I really love you. Thank you.